I'm Jenna, and welcome back to Jam Out with Jenna, your go to our radio podcast all about the music that keeps us all grooving. Honestly, it feels so good to be back. I'm hoping that there's some Swifties tuning in because in today's episode, we will talk about Taylor Swift's newest album, The Life of a Showgirl, from my hottest takes on it to fan theories and speculations. However, before I get into that, I would like to give another shout out. Here at FAU, we put out a Halloween event on October 29th called The Monster Mash in collaboration with Hoot Wisdom Recordings. There was lots of candies and amazing performances, a DJ set, and even a jam out session. I also hosted a costume contest, and honestly, all the costumes were on point. It was truly a spooky time, and I had such a pleasure meeting and jamming out with everyone. And now, let's get into the life of a showgirl. I have been a Taylor Swift fan for as long as I can remember. I was probably 5 years old when I listened to her second album, so it feels very unreal to me that she's finally on her 12th album with a lot more to come. Taylor Swift's brand new album released this month on October 3rd, and according to Spotify, The Life of a Showgirl was the most streamed album in a single day this year. And that's only after 11 hours of release, which is honestly insane. Upon the album's release, The Life of a Showgirl became the most pre-saved album in all of Spotify history, and she actually broke her own record, surpassing her previous album, The Tortured Poets Department. Leading to the drop, Taylor Swift and Spotify did a 3-day immersive album experience in New York City. Visitors were transported into the life of a showgirl, literally. The experience also included lots of album-related lyrics and music video Easter eggs. In this album, Taylor Swift wrote this whole album, and she has also brought back longtime producers like Max Martin and Shellback, who has previously collaborated on her album like Red, 1989, and Reputation. They also collaborated with other big artists such as The Weeknd, Katy Perry, and Ariana Grande, and I'm so stoked to have them back again. Now, I'm just going to give a brief run through of some of my favorite songs in this album, but just as a side note, all of her songs are up to personal interpretation. This is just my personal hot take on them. The Fate of Ophelia is the first track on this album, and the song was inspired by Shakespeare's play Hamlet, as well as Ophelia's painting. So basically, this song is about what would have happened if Ophelia never drowned and died, hence the name Fate of Ophelia. It also tells the story of Ophelia from Swift's point of view. Personally, I really like this song because not only does it open up the upbeat mood for the rest of his album, but it is very storytelling. Elizabeth Taylor is track 2 of the album, which is inspired by the story of Elizabeth Taylor. She is actually a real person, and she is a 1950s Hollywood star and one of the biggest showgirls in her time. Taylor Swift described this song as a love story through the lens of the hardships of what she had to go through in her life. At first, I wasn't so crazy about her song, but after a while, this song really grew on me. And now I would say it's one of my personal favorites, and I really love this song a lot, because to me, if you have listened to her previous album, it really gives off this Reputation vibe. I especially love the lyric, "Be my NY when Hollywood hates me." It almost feels like you're hearing your story come to life. Opalite is another song that I absolutely love, and is probably my favorite throughout the whole album. It's inspired by Swift's favorite gemstone, opal, which is kind of a metaphor for this song. This song is so uplifting and happy, and just like how opals shimmer with different colors when lights hit them, the song feels like a reminder to find your own spark even when things get rough. If you have listened to her previous songs, this song kind of gives off a mix of the song Mirrorball and Bejeweled, in the sense that no matter how hard life gets, sometimes you always have to find a way to see the bright side, and you can still find that spark inside of you. I also really love the song Ruined a Friendship, because she goes back in time to her high school years, specifically when her childhood best friend passed away. For me, it really gives off old Taylor Swift vibes, especially with her old album Fearless. Taylor Swift also described this song as a reflection, where she was too scared and anxious to do something that you were curious about, like telling a person you have feelings to them, and what would have happened if you'd done it and took that risk. Overall, I really love this album a lot. While it is not my favorite out of her discography, It definitely stands out to me as one of her most unique and most experimental works yet. For me, it feels like a celebration of her work throughout the years, especially during her Eras Tour era. The production was absolutely amazing too. After the album's release, many of the songs have received a lot of backlash and hate, with listeners saying that most of the songs feel like a direct copy of a different song. For example, some say that the instrumentals of the song Wood sounds like the iconic Jackson 5 song I Want You Back. And the song The Life of a Showgirl carries a similar vibe to Cool by the Jonas Brothers. However, fans countered it saying that this was done intentionally to reflect this nostalgic feel that the album has. During the weekend of the album's release, Taylor Swift held a worldwide album listening party in theaters from October 3rd to the 5th, with no additional dates. I had an amazing opportunity to watch it on the night of the release. Everybody dressed out and showed out in their bejeweled outfits, and some fans were super nice and even gave out friendship bracelets. I'm actually wearing some right now. It's really cool. And yeah, with that concludes today's episode of Jam Out with Jenna. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this episode as much as I love recording it. And if you have any ideas or want to be a future guest on my podcast, feel free to comment down below or let me know. Catch you guys in the next episode, and remember, life's better when you jam out.